I'm Donna McClain. I'm from Boise, Idaho. It was a very nice town. It was small at the time, and now it has grown huge. I went to high school, graduated from Boise High School there, and during my junior year, I worked 3 days a week and weekends at a drugstore, and had friends that we went skating on Friday nights and Saturday nights. It was a nice place to grow up. My dad was not a believer in women to drive, and my brother bought a old Model A Ford. So when everybody was gone from the house, I would go out and get in his Model A Ford, and it was a little push button, you know. And I taught myself how to drive in that Model A Ford. And then my brother raced motorcycles. And he came home one day. They brought him home. He had crashed, and he had a broken collarbone. Well, by that time he was close. I think he was close to 20, and he had bought himself a brand new white Plymouth Fury that had push buttons. And so they brought him to the door, and I said, we need to get to the doctor. And he said, well, but you don't drive. I said, I can do it. So we got him in the car, and we drove all the way across town and got him on the parked in the parking lot, and realized I'd driven all the way with the emergency brake on. And my brother laid there on the floor and said, I'll never ride a motorcycle again. Well, let me tell you, as soon as he's healed, he was back on the motorcycle. He tattled on me all the time, and then I'd get in trouble. I had a bicycle, and a little girl lived across the street. And we knew that there was a merry-go-round down at Sears, and it was quite a ways. And I said, come on, and I got her on the bicycle, and we rode down, and they gave us free rides on the merry-go-round. Well, my brother had a paper route, and his friend saw me, and he said, what are you doing down here? Well, I knew I probably was in trouble. Well, he told my brother that I was there, and I begged my brother not to tell on me. I said, I'll give you a nickel if you don't tell on me. And he said, okay. He took my nickel and told on me. So it's kind of been ongoing fun things like that through our life. At that time, all the young people cruised from Murray's Drive-In to Howdy Partners Drive-In for coffee and meeting up with friends. And this one night, Mac had just bought a new car, and he was cruising. He was at the air base, and he happened to know a couple of the fellas that were talking to me and my friend, and so they stopped to talk and visit with them, and in the process of it, we met, and that's how it all started. He was in the military, so he was in and out. He usually tried to come up on weekends, but not always. Then he got sent to Cold Lake, Canada, and was gone for a couple of weeks. We decided this was in September when we met, and in February we decided we'd fallen in love. And so we started dating more, and he asked me to marry him, and we were married May 29th of 1962. All I ever wanted to do when I was growing up and going to school was to become a homemaker, to be able to get married, to have a family, and be able to stay home and raise my children, and thank God I was blessed. We moved to Spokane in 1969, and we've lived in this house since 70. So we've been here April 1st. We will have been here 55 years. Now we have 4 children. 3 boys and 1 girl. I always wanted a big family, so I love it. And we have 17 great 17 grandkids and 17 great-grandkids. So I love family. We love family. I was a stay-at-home mom until I taught ceramics out of my home for 28 years. And then after my kids were all gone and grown, I went and worked at a daycare for 10 years, and that's where I retired from. My husband retired in 2000, and I retired in 2003, I think. We have 2 pet chihuahuas that we dearly love and bring us lots of love. We love working in our yard, going on trips. We've traveled a lot since we both retired, and we've been to Mexico, to Hawaii, to Disney World, to Disneyland. We've been on a couple of cruises, one to Alaska and one to the Caribbean. So we've really enjoyed our retirement. We have laughed and had a wonderful marriage. So it's been a busy life between raising kids and grandkids and going on trips and working in the yard, and God has been good. Just love each other and be patient and understanding. Love goes a long ways.